They go play action. Now Mahomes steps away. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Here
he goes.
Running right, here's Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now it's Burrow. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, 30 yards. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. play action. Now it's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partners are off the defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pacheco heading right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
3rd and 12.
43, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up the midfield.
He got to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
11. Shot.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10.
Get set. Shot.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Flush to his right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
Here we go. Shot. Right 80. Shot.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something is just wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of gun with Pacheco. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes going to throw. And he is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And the first down, Chiefs.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Dancing to his left. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7.
I'm one, ready? Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshibans. That one a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
11 MT, 11 MT. Gun. 11.
Another run for Brown on second down. And they'll be inside the 35 down at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 2.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
11 Thomas. Hey, can.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. That'll give them 8 that time. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Logan Wilson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I'm one, ready?
4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
Gun. Start. 180. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Start.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ooh, baby, we run it down. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Whatever I got your money up.
What's your set? 180. Start.
Here's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 16-yard.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
180. 11. Stop.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Mahomes now to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. A crazy sequence here. A huge game that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 24 yards to gain there, another 1st down as well.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chase Brown, 35 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there first. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far. And that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive will have the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yellow.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Throwing now is Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. 11. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Burrow. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. 11, empty. The hot. 180. Nice hot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Touchdown, Bengals. Yoshibas from 10 yards out. And the Bengals take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Here, he's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now it's Mahomes again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go. Cut. What?
Play action. It's Burrow. Open man is Yoshibas. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Big 13.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Third and 4.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
The defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that,
Patrick Mahomes, 26 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
After the
City.
roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
For a Cincinnati Bengals.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Here we go, here we go. Side. Right 80. Right side. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. Side.
An inside give, Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
11 MC tight.
Now it's Burrow.
This one complete to Yoshibas.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. This is Brown going up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Burrow on play action.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because That gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the action...
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase, 34 yards. And the Bengals continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told him, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 78 yards. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go.
There they go, play action now. Burrow. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
11. Here we go. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 35 yards. And the Bengals are pouring it on.
Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for two here.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense.
And now here is another interception. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TV.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been run for this offense. And certainly a single caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Hunter hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this team has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll get this complete to Worthy.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now Mahomes. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Rice. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contra, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing now is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
They'll run for it with Pacheco. And And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just get in good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
That's into the hands of Worthy. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Handoff now for Pacheco. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3rd and 3.
He's brought down by Barrett Carter.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Attack, attack!
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 17-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Looking deep here for Chase.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And that touchdown, his 5th touchdown grab of the game, and that ties him with Jerry Rice from 1990, Kellen Winslow Sr. from 1981, and Bob Shaw back in 1950 for the most receiving touchdowns in a single NFL contest. And McPherson on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? This is caught inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught. Now they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that last touchdown pass not only puts 6 points on the board, it also puts his name into the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.